welcome to Edinboro Essentials, where we bring you the biggest headlines from around campus. I'm Sabrina Bootz.
And I'm Zemanek, and let's get on with this week's episode. February is known as Black History Month. Entitled A Different World, Black Americans in Labor History, Dr. Cody Stone at the California campus shared a three-part presentation that reviewed the history of race relations among miners in West Virginia, particularly focusing on the worst industrial disaster in American history, the Hawks Nest Tunnel disaster of 1930, in which over 700 people died as a result of the construction of the Hawks Nest Tunnel.
But history tells us so much of a story about where we have come from, how we got there, who's benefited from other people, how people have fought back and pushed back.
As the month progresses, stay tuned for even more information regarding Black History Month and the impactful events along the way.
2024 is the year of the dragon, and that calls for a celebration. A celebration was held on Monday, February 12th in the Baron Fornes Library to ring in the Chinese New Year. Participants were able to play a round of Chinese character bingo, dive into New Year delicacies that bring good fortune and health, and find out their 2024 fortune.
With the warm weather last week, demolition continues on campus of several buildings that are no longer in use. The former Dearborn Hall was next in the demolition phase as crews were working hard tearing down walls and foundations. Dearborn used to serve as dorm rooms and campus offices for the English and Sociology departments. This is part of an ongoing plan as several buildings have been unused for years and been developing asbestos or black mold. As this continues into the spring, Centennial and Rose Halls are already being cleared out with no plans for replacement at this time.
In a close match between the 49ers and the Chiefs football season comes to an end. The two teams were neck and neck throughout the Super Bowl, but with a 3-point touchdown by Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs took home the trophy in overtime. The Super Bowl MVP was awarded to Mahomes, being the third MVP of his career.
Now let's check out how our college sports are doing.
Thanks, Jay. On Saturday, the women's and men's basketball teams went up against Pitt Johnstown. The Lady Scots defense kept the Mountain Cats to less than 15 points per quarter. Morgan Gentile led the scoreboard with 22 points and 6 rebounds, helping the Scots to 80-51. Even though the men's team held the lead during half, the Scots lost 82-75. The Scots will return to the court this Wednesday at Macomb Fieldhouse. Upcoming, the men's and women's swim teams will travel to Carlisle from Wednesday to Saturday for the PSAC Championships. The women's track team will travel to Bethlehem for the PSAC Indoor Championship this upcoming weekend. And on Saturday, the men's and women's tennis teams will go up against Hillsdale College. That's all for this week. For more details and updates for sports, go to GoFightingScots.com.
Highlands Harmony, Edinboro campus's a cappella group, hosted a Valentine's Day dance for the students of Edinboro. Here's what their president, Callum Smith, and vice president, Catherine Swick, had to say.
For a while, so first semester of last year in the fall, I started with the choir that we have on campus and just asked if anyone would be interested in starting an a cappella group and trying to, learn the art more and just be able to perform, and just started slowly getting people, and now we're up to 17 members.
Well, we thought that there really wasn't anything for Valentine's Day going on other than cookie decorating and setting up Valentine's Day cards, so we decided to throw a dance. Thought it'd be a great way to get some activity on campus and some one-on-one engagement, and to make some cool memories on campus for students. It's actually for all students, including students that are actually off campus. So we have some students that are from other schools today. That's great. Here.
And they're allowed to bring in an outside, like their significant other or anyone else they would like to bring to the dance.
Even if they don't go to school.
Yeah, even if they don't go to school here.
To celebrate Valentine's Day, a cookie decorating event was held in the lobby of Pogue. Several students came out to decorate their own heart-shaped cookie and get their sweet tooth. Various decorating options included frosting, sprinkles, and much more. Let's hear from a student about the cookie creation and how it tastes. So, how was the cookie? A rating out of 10?
In other news, National Pizza Day was a huge success yet again.
Students gathered in Pogue Student Center on Thursday, February 8th, to celebrate the holiday by grabbing a slice of the action.
That's right, Jay. From 11 to noon, the University Programming Board offered both pepperoni and gluten-free pizza slices for students to enjoy during their lunches.
I don't know about you, Sabrina, but those pizza puns cannot be topped at all.
Jay, I'd tell you another one, but I think it's too cheesy.
A pack of emotional support dogs visited Polk Student Center to help lift the spirits of students who are stressed or depressed. Sign in at the tables near the back of the first floor and you're set to pet some dogs. Don't forget your complimentary candy, but be sure not to let the dogs eat any of those. Puppy Palooza is a recurrent event, so if you've missed out on the next one will be taking place on February 25th.
This week, as a part of a new series here on ETV, we are highlighting the Technology Help Center and the services that are available for students.
Here at the Technology Help Center, we help students, staff, and faculty connect their devices to the wireless internet. We assist with password changes, resetting the multi-factor authentication app. We do basic software help, such as if you're having issues getting Microsoft Office, Excel, Word, any of that stuff installed, we'll help you get it set up and make sure that you're all good. If you have generic technology questions, we can help answer them. We can do basically anything for you here other than physically fixing your computer.
Let's head over to our weatherman, Aaron Cronin, for this week's weather update.
Thank you guys, and welcome back to the weather rundown. We'll look at the weather here. It's a little cloudy, but we'll get to that. On Tuesday here, we actually have a winter mix. It's going to be rainy, snowy, but not too bad. That high of 35 and that low of 30 make it so that, throughout the day, you might get a little this, a little that. But on Wednesday, we have love in the air and also some clouds. We got that high of 32, that low of 27. As Thursday rolls around, it's that winter mix once more, high of 40, low of 30. And for the rest of the week, it's that cloudy. On Friday, it's 31 degrees high, 27 low. It's that 32 degrees high on Saturday. And believe it or not, it may not be 259, but you can quote me if I'm wrong. That low might be a little off. On Sunday, we're getting a little sunnier. It's that light at the end of the tunnel. Nice weekend light. That high of 29, that low of 26. Good rounding off of the week. That's all for here. Thank you guys. Back to you in the studio.
That's all we have for this week's episode. Catch us every week for the latest news in Edinboro. And we'll see you next week on Edinboro Essentials.